I need a chair. I don't. Hello, peeps of the world. My name's Jared, and today, golly, I am tanned. I wonder why. Probably because I went to Florida. This is gonna be a draw my thing, and I'll be putting live footage, of course. So we started in Florida. Oh my God. Okay. Woo. Let's go all the way back. This right now. It is what, May 8th. Okay, and I went to Florida from the 29th. From the 29th to what was it? The 29th? Was it the 29th? Man, I don't even remember. That's how boring it was. But we'll get to it. And I'll say this: those are the days of which I was in Florida, all the way to the 6th. This is gonna be important. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. As you can see, I was in Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida. Okay, I was in Tampa, Florida. Okay, so let's go to the very beginning. So before this, my dad came up with the idea of, hey, you should go on a vacation, because a lot of stuff's happening in my life. I want to move in with Alexis. I've been go, you know, and I've just been needing a vacation. I've been wearing myself out. I haven't been as sharp as I used to. You know, as sharp as I used to. I have not been as sharp as I used to. You know what I mean? So way back here, I got the idea, you know, or like me and my dad got the idea of, hey, maybe I should go on a vacation. Okay, not to Florida specifically, just to have a vacation. And so, you know, we could have gone to the you know, Roswell and like saw some aliens or something, you know, and like sat there and like, woo, you know, I could. This was just me, and I know what you're thinking. Well, why didn't you go with Alexis? Well, this was also like, I'm an adult. I want to know what it is. Blah 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 blah. And that's how it goes. I could have gone to Roswell. I could have gone on a train. I could have gone, you know, aliens. I could have gone, you know, Chicago. I could have just gone to Chicago, which is wait. The Mitten, and then I'm pretty sure Chicago's like right here. Maybe? I don't know. Chicago, maybe. It could be Chicago. I don't know. Either way. So then we thought, like, oh, Florida. Florida's like a big beach, and like I get to see people, and like Florida's cool, and like it's got. Wait, does that have Chicago in it? Either way, it's got a big town over here, and then it has Miami down here, and then a bunch of nothing, and then some other town up here. Okay, but I chose Tampa, Florida, because the tickets to go to Tampa, Florida were only like $100. $100 round trip nonetheless. So I'm like, oh cool, let's go to Tampa, Florida. So as you can see, I didn't do these. I have a microwave holding this up. So I didn't do these, and I wanted to go to Tampa, Florida. Let's get these out of here. So I thought of Tampa, Florida. You know, just because the tickets were cheap, and it's right there. Let's make this look like more Tampa. There we go. And then it's flat. There we go. That's more like Florida! Whoop! Okay, so Florida is constantly like 85 to 90 degrees for one. And then two, it's always sunny. For the love of God, it's always sunny. But we're not going to get to that yet. This is just things to touch upon later. You know, because again, I've only, you know, gone on my trip by myself. None other times. First trip. That's whenever this happened. First trip by myself, all alone, right here. You know, even outside of my, you know, like outside of my family. You know, this is my first trip. My first trip. You know, mine. It's my trip. Okay, and so, as you can see, it's my trip, and it's the first one. So, you know, I get the tickets, it's from the 29th. And luckily, my Tuesday's here, you know, my weekend starts like 3 days prior. So I have like 3 days in order to do stuff. And I bring it up with Alexis, and of course she's like, why? And I'm like, because I wanted to. That's basically the only reason. Legit. And she's like, you're so far away, and blah, blah. You know, the classic stuff. And like, I can't hate on that. That's the classic stuff. And I understand on how she's heartbroken. But, you know, I already bought the tickets. And actually, hang on, I brought it up way back over here. Not on the weekend. Just like the Sunday before the weekend. So like the Sunday, and then like 2 days and then 3 days, and then that. Okay, and we're on the 8th. Okay, are you following? You better be. I'm not going over this twice. Okay, so me and Alexis, we hang out over here, and then the first day of the trip. The first day of the trip. Now, the first day of the trip kind of doesn't count because I was on the flight for hang on, wait, 12? Like 12:30 all the way to like 7:30. 7:30 I was on a plane. Yeah.
I've been like go and such, and you know in the past like
I was on a plane for 7:30. From this time to this time, I was flying over to Florida, all the way over here.
5 o'clock Florida.
Yeah, I was flying all the way over here. So, you know, from this time to that time, all I was doing was being on a plane. It's 7 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm hungry because I've only had one meal and no lunch because everything is expensive. You know, and I'm only thinking, oh, I'm gonna spend like $1,500 because I have like 3,000, and like I don't want to spend too much. But you know, and so I also got a deal on my hotel. I already have my thing picked out. I picked it out way back here. Okay, and then next thing you know, I have to be 21. I have to be 21. When did they tell me I had to be 21? As soon as I walked into the door. As soon as I walked into the door, I had to be 21. So this is now gone. Is now gone. So me and my dad have to now frivolously go on the phone and then, you know, call some stuff in order to find me a place to sleep tonight. He has to call because I have to be 21. I have to be 21. Now, also, 21, I can't have a car. I can't have a car. I can't rent out a car unless I'm 21 or older. So, I have to Uber around everywhere. And that also gets frustrating because one 5-minute Uber ride is equal to like $20. You want to go 5 minutes? It's $20. I mean, and technically, it was like 18 to like 16 or something. But like, it doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. Okay? Also, Tampa, Florida. So I get there, and I get to a Super 8. I get to a Super 8. Now, the Super 8 is actually really nice. Not really nice, but it's a Super 8, and it picked me up, and everything was fine. So, Super... That's a Super 8. I got to be at a Super 8. Now, the Super 8 was okay because, you know, but it wasn't that good. Okay, I had one room. It was a room. You can't say much about it. You know, there was no bathtub. There was a pool and fine. That, my friends, I went to bed at like 9, and that was day 1. Day 1's gone. Day one's gone. Day one, we're gone. Day 1, I have a gun. It's illegal to just randomly find a gun in Florida. Because that's how Florida works. And so day 2 rolls around. Day 2 rolls around. What do I want to do? Because I'm right here. Next to the beach. Next to the ocean. And I go to the ocean. I wake up at like 7 o'clock. Because of some reason, just because of the sun, you know, the all-encompassing sun, which blares out into my eye holes. Sun into my eyes.
I slept pretty alright.
I wake up, of course, I wake up at 7 and I go to the beach, go to the somber ocean.
And just walk along the shoreline.
At 9. 9:30. I get breakfast. Now my breakfast for this whole week was like 2 bananas.
On the beach.
Bananas. There we go. That's a banana. Those are bananas. B B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Bananas. 2 bananas, and then like two muffins. Two muffins.
Some people over there.
Muff.
I need to get an interview with the crowd.
2 muffins.
That's goal number 1.
And that was basically it. And then like, you know, like 2, what's it called? Cinnamons, but like tiny cinnamons. Like this big cinnamons. That big. I'm not kidding. They were that big. Tiny cinnamons. And that was my breakfast for the next who knows how long.
That's cold.
Okay? So, I go to the beach. And the beach is a beach. Okay? There's people around. Luckily, I got there whenever there was a festival. And there's like music and such. You know, they have a crowd and such. And like singing music and like blah, blah, blah. And, you know, singing all this jazz. You know, and going, ah, la, la, la.
Wait, what?
You know, like a stage, a banner, saying something.
Miss.
Thing.
Oh, that's how cornhole's played.
Something like screaming on a microphone.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I'm an artist. So, you know, like, okay, so I walk around. I don't know what to do on the beach. Because there's nothing to do on the beach. There's stuff to do inland, you know, like a walkway and like ice cream, you know, ice cream and such. But like on the beach, there's nothing to do. There's just people, there's just that, and there's surprising amount of old people. I don't know why there's a bunch of old people in Florida, but there is a bunch of old people. So I go inland. But the thing is because I wanted to wander. And again, it's always sunny and 90 degrees.
I hate this song.
So I'm walking for 9:30 to guess when? Till 5 o'clock. To 5 o'clock. I really hope this isn't going to be too long. That's just day 1. To 5 o'clock. I walk around till 5 o'clock. And that's all I do. That's all I do. Okay? That's all I do. I walk around till 5 o'clock. I get one cone of ice cream. I don't even have lunch because I still wanted the local cuisine, yet I didn't know where to find it. I didn't know which one was a good one, and I just kept walking around because Uber's like 20. So then I got like Taco Bell that night, and I was kind of bummed because I didn't do much. Second day rolls around. This is the 3rd day. The 3rd day rolls around. I can't move. I can't move because of the sun blaring on my legs. My big, juicy legs. My meaty posterior legs. Okay, they are blaring on them from the back nonetheless. Because I got sunscreen. Oh boy, I got sunscreen. I got FPS 100. But I didn't do the back of my leg. I shielded myself from the front of it. Okay, from the front, but not on the back. So the back was red. All of it was red. It was done. It was red. All of it was red. The top of my feet was red. And that's all, you know. And I couldn't move. I didn't want to move. I just walked 16 miles. 16 miles. I walked roughly 16 miles alone on the beach because the beach is made up of like sharp, jagged shells and like really hard sand with just like a bunch of like squiggly doodads of like, you know, sea anemones and such. And that's all it was there. The beach was like shells. It was shells. It was shells, man. It was just shells, just stabbing my feet constantly. And I'm like, okay. So then I basically did nothing. There was nothing I did. I sat there. I was immobilized and I was sad. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna, you know, shower my feet. I'm gonna shower my feet. You know, shower on my legs. You know, and hopefully things feel better. You know, even though they didn't, because I'm dumb, even though they had a pool, you know, they had a pool outside, you know, outside of the place, you know. But I didn't decide to go in there, because I'm dumb, because I'm a stupid boy. You know, they had a pool, and I was doing the shower instead of the pool. So I did nothing. That was it. That's all I did. Okay? I had a hard time sleeping. I went to bed at like 2. You know? So that's what I did that day. Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, the 30th. My legs. Ah, yes. The second day. The 4th day on this vacation, the 2nd of May, it was alright. I got aloe in the morning. I got aloe in order to soothe my legs. Now my legs were A-okay, and they were cool as cucumbers. You know, good, nice, and cool cucumbers. You know, they were legs. They were fine. I could walk around. I was wearing pants, you know, instead of shorts, because pants, anything touched my skin, I felt like I was on fire. And so, of course, I slapped aloe all over it, just a bunch of aloe. That much aloe. Only that much. I slapped a bunch of aloe. I need to make this so much bigger. But either way, then like the day previous, I set up a map to go from like 4 different spots
from the trip inside
along the roadside, and I was over here, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take an Uber to this one. No, I'm not. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take an Uber to this one, and then I'm gonna walk all the way down here, and then go over here, and then go to like this one, and then this one.
Mentally, I'm homesick, I guess.
And that's what I do. So then I take an Uber, and luckily it was good. It was alright. I take an Uber. Again, the Uber,
either way,
you know, $20 in order to go like 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay. And she drops me off at the first one. First one, I get a shirt. So let's go to the first shirt. First one, I get a shirt. I get a good shirt.
I got this lovely rock.
I got a shirt. Okay, it's got a little nipple pocket. Okay.
Artistic piece.
The second one, which is like right next to it, doesn't have anything. So that one's dumb. Third one, what did I get from that third one?
My battery's about to die.
Oh wait, yeah. Like the third one was nothing. Third one, I got like there was still nothing. And then the fourth one, there was like this one. You know, this is the fourth. The fourth one, I got a rock with a raccoon on it.
On a rock. I got. Okay, wait. Where do I need to go next? I got. What's the thing? This old sleeping ghost.
I got a rock with a raccoon on it. It was painted on. It looked pretty good. I'm like, cool. This is like $5. I'm like, this looks good, and I put it on my front of the window. So that's what I did. You know. And then like there was like another one.
Quite a bit of
was that the last one?
Quite a bit of stuff. But
anyway, I went to the Salvation Army, and there was still nothing, and then more nothing, and then more nothing. So I went to like 3, like I went to half of them, and half of them had like nothing in them. So ding, ding, dong, ding.
It's all a sunscreen.
So then I go this way, and over here there's even more. So like
it's gross.
The first one I go to
because I'm pretty sure I got sunburn on my head. Great.
What all did I get?
My feet, the top of my feet kind of hurt.
First one, I'm pretty sure there was like nothing in it except for
more aloe everywhere.
But then the last one was the Coup de Grace, last one.
Yeah.
So like last one, I got a bunch of stuff. I got stuff for my girlfriend. I got Garfield for my girlfriend.
It's only 30.
So, you know, Garfield.
I did have breakfast, so don't worry about that.
That's Garfield with like
so that was,
I guess.
That was a good part of the trip.
That's normal.
Walking around.
That's normal.
It's kind of boring, yet it's kind of like, wow.
Yeah, no, but I got Garfield, and I got a thing from my mom. I got a lamp.
Yeah.
So it looked like that. And there was a horse on it. Like a horse.
But I do still miss my girlfriend.
Horse, motorcycle.
It's my I got her a bike.
So I got a lamp.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Perfect.
I'm gonna.
Last one was pretty cool. I got a 5 Below. Somewhere in here, I got 5 Below. Yeah. Somewhere here, I went to 5 Below, and the thing is with 5 Below is that, you know, they had stuff, and I'm like, okay, do I need any of it? Do I want any of it? You know. And so I go
I don't know, I
to the Five Below and I get 2 sodas.
Like,
so I get 2 sodas.
And then, like, now you're just like, man, I miss it. It's like,
yeah, I get 2 sodas.
You know, why even do that in the first place, stupid?
This looks like ass. So I get 2 sodas and I drink 1. And then, like, I bring it. So then, like, at the last one, I go back to the Uber and I Uber myself back home. So again, this cost me, this is like $100. Because, like, again, like, it was here, $20, and like $20, and like the minimum of getting around is like $15 to go again, like 5 minutes, like anywhere. Unless you want to spend walking wise,
which is what I wanted.
Is like
so. Yeah, that's
walking is like
I'm gonna rest
5 like
for the next
3 hours.
You know, hour or 2.
Do you want to walk 3 hours?
And go out and eat.
Or do you want to, like, you know,
have myself
like drive for 5 minutes? This is what's wrong with America, because you have to drive everywhere instead of having everything close enough in order to just walk.
Oysters.
Think of how much areas parking lots take up, and then look at the store, and you will be so annoyed. You will be so pissed off. And that is what I constantly keep having to look at. Everywhere across America. Especially everywhere!
Yeah. Just and like go more.
So that I got Garfield, I got a raccoon, I got a shirt, I got that from like 7 different places, and that was day 2. That was day 4.
I'm gonna push my way landward and see if I can't. You know.
Now the thing is, morale-wise, I am not doing too good. I'm alone. I am sad. I am missing everything. Legit, like I missed my dog's birthday. My dad's birthday is coming up. Mother's Day is coming up. You know, like luckily I got a Mother's Day gift. My girlfriend goes to like 2 things, like a concert and like a bar, and like hangs out with friends there. And I'm like, that's cool. Like I wish we could like. Oh man, I'm missing stuff. You know. But like that's part of going on vacation. You know, like stuff happens. Like I could go on a vacation one day and then like somebody has a baby. I don't care if they have a baby, but like. So that was that one. So then Tuesday comes up. So as day 1 comes up, I get tickets to go to a water park, a slippy slidey water parky, you know, and it's not the thing. Slippy slide water park. That's not what it's called. It's called Adventure Island. Now, Adventure Island is weird because, again, the tickets were $60. It was $60 to get in. Okay, $60. Okay, it was $60 in order to get in order to go to like there's like what 12 rides? 12 rides. Okay, and I bought the tickets here because whenever they were here, they were $60. But if I wanted to go on like a Saturday, they'd be like $90. So I'm like, cha-ching! Wow! Whoa! And I'm like, wow! I get to have fun. I get to have fun at a water park for $60. That's amazing. You know? Because, like, okay, cool. And then, like, of course, it's, like, all tobogganing and, like, stuff and, like, blah, blah, blah. And there's probably going to be, like, 2 that I can't go on because it's, like, 4 per person. You know, like, 4 per ride. That's a cat per instead of per. Either way, so I go to Adventure Island. Adventure Island is pretty cool. But, again, like, it also takes me, like, $25 in order to get there. You know? It takes me like $25 to get there. Even though I looked online on day per for renting out a car, and it would have been $58 like each day. So I could go on anywhere I wanted in Florida for $50 a day. And like I know gas prices are high, but again, like gas prices, like depending on the car, I could like pay $15 and then get all the way to like Orlando. Right? Like, come on, like, Orlando's, like, 3 hours away, and I'm over here, and, like, I could rent out a car, go over to here, and then one day, like, here, and then one day, like, over here in Miami or something, and then go back over here, and blah, 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 blah. But no, this had to happen, and I had to be stuck in Tampa because I'm not 21. Either way, back to the main McGee. So the main McGee was that I go there. It's a Wednesday. I pay no mind to it, you know, there's like 12 slides, and I get there, and there's like a little tiny itty bitty baby sign. There's a tiny baby sign, tiny itty bitty baby sign that has chalk written on it, and it says things are closed. So I'm like, okay, they might open. They might open later. Question mark. They might open later that day. Because again, I get there at 11. It opens at 10. I'm just like, okay, cool. 11 should be the time of whenever, like, now everything's fully open. Now everybody's, like, awake and aware and, like, stuff. There's, like, 4 rides open. Out of the entire 12, there's, like, 4. And only 1 is 1 person. The rest, even the wave pool, even the large wave pool, you know, for the people, was closed. The large wave pool, nothing was open. Nothing was open. Nothing was open. And I was there. I was there from 11 to like 1. Because there was like nothing to do. Because at like what, 12? They closed the only one that I could go on. The only one that I could go on, they closed it. At Adventure Island. Adventure Island's awful. Okay? You could have made like more money if you opened all 12. But you didn't. For some reason. I don't know. Maybe it was low on staffing. Maybe it was just something. But either way, a guy that just came in and then, guess what? You get 1 ride and then all of them are like family and twofers. And I'm like, cool. And I got a $20 burger. With cheese. Squidward, with cheese. And then I left. I left back home. I left back to the 8. Back to the Super 8. And that's what happened. That was all of the Tuesday. That was all Tuesday. Now you know, speedrun. I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm defeated. Now I'm like really sad. I'm really sad by the end of the night. By the end of the night, I'm like, oh, cool. Everything that I do will always have a penalty. You know, like I can never have my cake and eat it too. Like I can't even bake the cake. Like God gave me lemons to bake a cake, and I'm like, I don't know how to, I know how to make a cake, not lemon cake. Okay, and it's like, well, it's snooze, and then, you know, it throws dirt into my eyes as I'm trying to make the cake. Throws dirt into my eyes, you know, like the sun is, and then dirt in my eyes. So day 4, I don't even have any pictures, but I probably have some footage. But day 4, I do nothing again. I watch TV for the next, 16 hours. 16 hours, I am alone. You know, luckily, I'm pretty sure I called my girlfriend, and that was, the greatest thing I've been, heard in, so long. You know, I called my girlfriend, and, we did stuff. I called her, and she was like, I miss you, you know, all this stuff happened, all my stuff, and, it was nice. I didn't, you know, it was nice. And that's what happened on day 4, day 5. Now, day 5 is the day 5 is the last day. Day 5 is the last day that I'm there. And because there's barely any weather, I get in there little bips and bobs. So I get there and then day 1 I see a fire truck outside. You know, a fire truck's in front of my building, and then somebody has to leave and such. You know, and then you know, and one day I go to Taco Bell. One day I want to go to McDonald's. You know, but McDonald's lobby is closed, so I have to go to Taco Bell instead and get some tacos again. I ordered pizza on, pretty sure that, what would it have been? I don't know. One of these days I ordered pizza. Okay, I don't know. I legit. This was a social experiment. I was in prison. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to spend that much cash. I already spent $800 on getting here in the first place, and I only wanted to spend you know what, $600. So I'm already over budget. You know, because again, I gotta move in with someone. I gotta move in with my girlfriend, and then I got my car, and I gotta live after that, and I got 2 weeks of no pay. I got 2 weeks of no pay at my work. So then by the time I start working, I'm not gonna get paid for the next 2 weeks. So I gotta make some type of food. I gotta save some cash. You know, I gotta save some cash. You know what I mean? I gotta save some cash. You know, I gotta save some cash. Oh, that's better. So, you know, and then, I only get, McDonald's and Taco Bell for the next, 4 days. Seriously, like I live off of 2 meals a day until day 5. So then day 5, from the beginning of this trip, from the very beginning of this trip, I wanted to see a crab. I wanted to see a crab from like the very beginning. It's just like, I want to talk to a crab. I want a microphone and like talk to a crab, you know. Like I want to be able to talk to a crab. You know, I want to be able to talk to a crab and be like, what's your social, economic, you know, stuff and such, you know, to a crab. That was like #1 goal. You know, #1 goal, talk to a crab. I couldn't know where a crab was. I talked to people. I didn't really talk to that many people. I talked to my Uber driver sometimes. I talked to the guy at the front desk. He was pretty cool, you know. And so, like, you know. But then finally, day 5 rolls around. Day 5 rolls around. I want to go see the sunset. I want to see the sunset. I want to see it, you know, shrivel away. Oh, that's the sun setting because the light's going down. Okay, I want to see the sunset. I want to see the sunset on day 5. So, of course, I walk around. I get some ice cream. I talk to a guy. He's pretty cool. He's like my age too, which is what I thought more people would be at Florida. No, there's a bunch of families and there's a bunch of like old people. That was like the surprising like thing that was like most present in Florida, apparently. I don't know. There was a lot. There was legit like a lot of like suburbs that were only like 55 plus. Like a lot of like streets and all this and like, you know, houses. But like they were weird. You know, they you know, like a lot of, but like 55 plus. There was so many, like legit. Like I walked into like ones like out of the whole thing, like out of the streets, like half of it, which is all 55 plus, like suburbs, 15 and up. Like it was all it like absorbed like half of the land, apparently, of just like 55 plus. Like you had to be 55. And I didn't get it. Like, why were there so many old people? And like, it wasn't even that good of housing. It was like legit a trailer park, but like kind of fancy and gussied up, and just like, don't come in here. We're old. And it's like, okay, cool. I don't care to, but whatever. That's what happened mainly of what I saw whenever I was walking around. Because I walked around, and I have a town. I have a town because I live in Bentonville. I have a town that like here's Bentonville, and then you go down, and then like here's a town. Like, hang on, then there's Rogers, and then there's, like, Springdale, just, like, a little bit over, like, Fayetteville. And so, like right here, this town was, like, all of Tampa. All of Tampa was, like, this one small town. Like, all of it was, like, just a bigger version of, like, this town. Like, Tampa, the whole entire Tampa area is, like, really just roads and highways and, like, a lot of car mechanics and like this stuff and that stuff, but it's all like stuff, you know. There's no like class to it. There's no like, you know, like naturey, you know, like a theme or like no. It's like, oh, here's a road, and then like you got you know, car park, and then like you got like a strip mall, and then like another strip mall, and then like a stuff, and then like a thing, and then like a lot of car dealerships and like this, and like there wasn't even car dealerships. It was just like car mechanics, and like, you know, a lot of buses were coming through, and like 6-lane highways. There was like 6-lane roads, you know, 6 lanes with like a median, and that was just like the regular street. That was I had to cross one in order to go to CVS in order to get some, you know. You can't read that. You can't read. Like, I had to cross one in order to go to CVS. You know? I had to cross one. I had to cross an entire street in order to go to that. Okay, back to 5. So, sun was setting. I got some ice cream along the way. And then I got some really good food. You know, here's the food. I got some good food. You know, I got food. I got a dinner. I got shrimp. So I'm just gonna like draw the food the best I can. The best I can. I got like mac and cheese, like another bowl, and like some shrimp. There we go, perfect. That's basically it. Dance up that edge a bit. And then like mac and cheese. And then like, you know, some vegetables. That's what I got. It's perfect. Here's a picture. Here's that picture. Here's a picture. Here's that picture. Yeah, I'm a great artist. No, but anyway, so like, I got that, and then I got that, and so then I like start looking around, because again, I'm only here from like 5 to like 7:30 maybe. Actually, I get there at like 3. I get there at 3, and I walk around, and I do this, and then like, so then I go over to this like nature preserve thing, and I go over to this nature preserve thing, and this nature preserve thing was actually really cool, because this was like the like main like I didn't know there was a thing like this around. Like this was like the only redeeming factor of like almost the whole trip. Not like the trip, but like something that reminded me of home is that like you have a section for nature. Is that for me? No. You have a section for nature. You know what I mean? Like this whole section was for nature instead of like, you know, buildings and all this like around it. You know, and like again, like it was like legit like 10 feet, and then like 10 feet, like you'd be here, like standing here watching, like nature, and then like 10 feet there'd be like a car. There was a car, like 10 feet. Hang on. There we go. There was like a car, like just 10 feet, like 10 feet from you. There was just a car, but there was a nature area. There was a nature area, and like it actually worked. You know, and I'm like, cool. And so, like, I don't think anything of it, but I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna take it somberly and actually do something I actually want to do, which was get local cuisine, be at the beach, watch the sunset, see a crab. I didn't know where to find crab. I didn't know what crabs. I didn't know how big crabs were. And then I go inside of this nature area. And I go inside of this nature area. This nature area is a very like swampish type of thing. They tell the history on how they basically messed up the ecosystem of the land, and that float is slowly being sucked into the being slow, like all of Florida is like slowly being drained away into the ocean, just because of reasons, just draining away into the subsequences of the ocean. That's what, you know, that's what they basically said. But of course, like, that's only for big brain people like me and my gigantic brain with my gigantic knife. And so I go into one of these nature preserves, okay, and I walk along this pew, and the pew kind of looks like this. It kind of looks like that, maybe. There we go. It kind of looks like that, and like maybe one extra thing. Okay, and it kind of looks like that. And I start from here, and I don't think anything much of it. I'm pretty sure it was right here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And like here's the ocean, and like again, it's like 10 feet, and like you have a street. Okay, and like this is much bigger. Like here, this is probably go like 200 feet. Okay, but it's much bigger, and like they have a little parking section, and like, you know, like a little playground right here. But then the rest of it's nature. Okay, yeah, the nature section. And I start walking, and I start walking, and I see this little sign basically saying, hey, there's animals, but there's also crabs. There's also crabs. And so I keep walking and walking and walking and walking. And what do I see? I see a tiny little itty bitty baby crab, probably about the size of this square. This square is probably about 2 inch by like 1 inch. Like they were small. They were small. They were small boy. They were small boys. They were small boys. Small boys. You know, small boys with their small crabs. And like you can see them top down, and they had like one big claw, a big meaty claw, and like a tiny claw, and it was like, wow, little legs, and that's what they were. There we go, he's angry, but that's how big they were. And I'm like, oh my god, The one thing I wanted from the very beginning was to interview a crab, and I was so disappointed I'm not seeing a crab for any of these days because I didn't know where to find crab, and I didn't want to walk up to like a restaurant and be like, hey, do you guys have live crab? Can I have one? Because you know they're going to say no, you know, it's like FDA not approved. But then on this fateful moment, I find a crab, and I interview the said crab. I found a tiny little crab. There's crabs. This is what I wanted. I'm going to interview a crab. That one. Good. What do you think about the political climate? I didn't realize it was going to be that small. Are you aware that you're a small boy? Small teeny boy. Oh, there's more. There's one. Do you understand the political implications of Russia invading Ukraine? Oh, there's a bigger one over there. Do you understand that the ozone layer is still recovering after all this time, and that we are still polluting the air to a heavy number of degrees? Answer me. Oh my god, they're so tiny. Oh my god, they're so small. They're so small. I didn't realize they were that small. That's awesome. I thought they were like crab-sized crab, like hand-sized crab. What do you think about your mom? That's what I'm talking about. I wish I could get a little close-up of your face. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Crab. You are a very insightful crab, and hopefully your words of justice reach the ones who can fix it. This has been Crab News with Jared Coyle. See you guys next time. And I interview the crab, and I say the questions, and he answers them so profoundly and ludicrously and Shakespearean-like that I nearly die just even now talking about it, as you could hear from my winded voice. And so it's thus that I walk, and I play on some swings, and then I think, I don't want to see the end of this day. I don't like seeing the end of things anymore. I don't like seeing or knowing the end of a day, and the end of another entire boring day happened. So I leave. I leave just before, you know, the sun sets and everything. I leave just before, and I don't see any of it. I don't see any of it. And so, I grab myself, you know, like I had food, and then I go home, and then 6 rolls around. Day 6, I leave at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. I leave at 12 o'clock. Oh, okay, hang on. My plane leaves at 12 o'clock. So, my plane leaves at, hang on, I wake up at like 7 again. I get myself some food, and then I tumble around for a bit until 10 o'clock rolls around, and 10 o'clock, I go to the airport. I'm finally happy. I'm done with this, and I see this huge long line of people, and I'm like, cool, my flight's at 12. I have nothing to worry about. And as I'm in this line, slowly approaching the end of this line, ding! Flight, 2 o'clock, 2:38. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Because I've been waiting this much time. I've been waiting like this much entire time in order to go back home. So it's just a little bit more time. And so I wait the additional extra 2 hours now. And I slowly approach. And I want to bring out my camera, but then again, I am just so tired and done and bored. And I get there. I get into the plane and I fly my way over. I fly my way over to my home of Arkansas. I fly my way over to Arkansas. And then, of course, I have my stuff and I don't record anything, but I have my stuff. I have a backpack and I have a suitcase, a briefcase, a large carry-on. And, you know, I wait. And I get there, it's like 3 o'clock by the time I get done. And so I get my stuff, and then I wait an additional like 2 hours because Alexis is coming from work over to me. So it takes like 5 hours. Why don't I be? And so then I wait even more, and then she gives me beautiful flowers, beautiful. What are they called? Sunflowers, yeah. She gives me beautiful sunflowers, and that was it. And so that was the trip. You know, I got like 3.5 hours of footage, and I was just like, I don't want to edit all of this, so I'm just gonna draw it and then like subsequently put all the stuff in, and maybe it'll be like an hour long. Maybe I can split this. It doesn't matter. That was everything. That was all of it. That was from day 1 of it all the way to the day 6.5 or so of being in Florida. You know, boring, and then like, you know, got there and then stuff and then boring and then stuff and then boring and then stuff and then boring, or stuff boring stuff, or I don't know. Either way, really weird sense of time. You know, the sun just came and set. Nothing changed the weather. You know, like this or that. Blah blah blah. No, so what did I learn? What did I learn from this entire fat experience? Okay, not that I can't talk to people, or it's not even that I can't talk to people. It's more so of like I don't know any icebreakers. You know, I don't know icebreakers. You know, because that's the hardest part about me is like as soon as you talk to me, I can talk to you. I can't talk to you though. I don't know how to. I don't know how to like initiate conversation. You know, maybe that's why YouTube's so easy, because you're not actually in front of my face. I'm in front of yours. And so that's how that goes. And so what did I actually learn from all of this? What did I perceive in all of this? I'm gonna round it up to 3 points. Because maybe there's 3, maybe there's not. So not in particular order, but what did I learn? I learned that I need to plan more. Oh, cool. I need to plan important. I need to work out more. Because working out was the key component to my lifestyle from the very beginning. Because again, the reason why when I went on this trip is because I needed to take up time in order to understand of how to sharpen my blade. To sharpen the blade. To sharpen it. I needed to understand how to sharpen my blade. I wanted time to understand myself on how to do stuff, on how, like what makes me, I guess. You know? And so I learned that I need to plan important stuff. I need to really think on important stuff. I need to work out more, and time. Now, time was a big factor, and time is a thing that I'm still trying to understand. Understand. But time, time was a thing that I periodically looked at. But the thing is, I kept thinking that as soon as I start a project, it will take the time of which I will think the project will take. That's not how this works. That is not how a lot of things has worked. Okay, I worked 8 hours, no, not 8 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours in order to change an oil filter once. Okay, I worked 4 hours. I thought it would be like a 30-minute job. It took 4 hours. It took 4 hours to do a thing that I thought it would take 30 minutes. Okay, so now I understand that nothing of which I ever do will ever take the little amount of time that I think it will. Okay, I will now just start planning to knowing that whatever I do will fudge up so badly it will take all the time it will take. In school, it's either you go as far as you can or you go till the end. You go as far as you can or to the end. You go as far as you can on a test, or you go to the end of the test and you beat it. You give an extra time. In real world, that's not how this works. In real world, if you give yourself a task, you give yourself a thing, and you say it will take it this long in order to do the thing, it will take leaps and bounds over the entire thing. It'll take so much of your time. So much of your time. Okay? Now the thing is, you shouldn't be spooked by that. You should understand it. You should control it. You should control it. You should control it with planned importance. Okay? If you have a project that you know is going to maybe take, that you see that it's going to be 20 minutes, it won't take it. So you have to plan ahead. You have to plan important-wise. But okay, well, if it is going to take 4 hours of everything now mentally has the ability to be the same time length, you have to pick the biggest, thickest strand in order to do. You have to understand what the most important thing is. So if I had, okay, I'm going to bake a cake and there's hiccups, okay, baking a cake, compared to I have a project due in school that's worth 100 points. Which one would you rather do? The cake, which isn't that important, or the project? You rather do the project, or you would have to do the project. Even though both of them would take the same amount of time. Everything now takes the same amount of time in my head. Be it making this video, be it, going, doing that, be it, fixing a bike. Because again, I thought the bike would take here to here. Here now became over here. It was that simple. It was that simple. And it even happens at work. So that's where working out comes in. Working out, I mentally have the capacity to do it. I mentally have the fortitude and the determination in order to know and to time everything better. And that's just me. That's just me. I imagined myself being a unicyclist on a ball. That's what I imagined myself. But then one day, I fell off. And so I've just been rolling the both two separately. Just been holding it and rolling it and not caring. So I basically 1/3 myself. I 1/3'd myself. I used to be up here. I used to be the unicycle on the tip of the point. I was the tip of the point. I was as sharp as I could be, mentally and physically. I was in the game. I understood what to do. And then one day I fell off. So that whole thing, the whole thing of which I went through, I can get back on it. Now I have the willpower in order to understand that there are things that are important, and I need to work on myself and understand how long it'll take. Yeah. So that's what I learned on my Florida vacation. That's what happened on my Florida vacation, you know, through, you know, annoyances, through time, through trials, through this and that, through things leading up to it, through the burnout that I was experiencing, to the sheer, not depressive, but sheer sadness of which I felt being on the trip. Because I didn't need to go on a trip for a week, because I pretty much figured everything out within like 3 days. And that's what happened. So, yeah, that was it. That was all of it. Yeah. I'll figure out what I should do for my next video. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, goodbye. Don't die. Peace.